The concept of the Akashic Records represents one of humanity's most enduring metaphysical ideas, a cosmic archive containing all knowledge and experience throughout time. This mystical database has captivated minds across cultures and centuries, evolving from ancient Eastern philosophy into modern spiritual and technological metaphors. The term originates from the Sanskrit word akasha, meaning ether or sky. In traditional Hindu and Buddhist cosmology, akasha was considered the fifth fundamental element alongside earth, water, fire, and air. However, it's crucial to note that the original concept did not inherently suggest an archive or record-keeping system. Instead, it referred to an all-pervading subtle element in Indian philosophy. The transformation of Akasha into the modern concept of the Akashic Records largely occurred through Western esoteric movements in the late 1800s. Helena Petrovna Blavatsky, co-founder of the Theosophical Society in 1875, played a pivotal role by introducing Akasha into occult discourse as a fundamental cosmic element underlying all matter and mind. She described indestructible tablets of the astral light that preserved every human thought and action, drawing parallels to earlier Western occult concepts like Eliphas Levi's astral light theory. The concept gained further definition through other key theosophical figures. Henry Steele Olcott explicitly connected early Buddhism to the idea of permanent records in the Akasha by 1881, claiming that enlightened individuals could read these records. Alfred P. Sinnett popularized the idea in Esoteric Buddhism, 1883, while C.W. Leadbeater was among the first to actually use the term Akashic Records in 1899, claiming trained clairvoyants could access detailed histories of ancient civilizations and even future events through this cosmic chronicle. The early 20th century saw the Akashic Records become firmly embedded in Western occult philosophy. Theosophists taught that every action generates vibrations in the Akashic ether, leaving permanent traces. This concept aligned with contemporary scientific ideas like Laplace's demon, the notion that a sufficiently vast intellect could calculate all past and future events with certainty. Theosophists were careful to distinguish this from theological predestination, emphasizing the role of karma and human free will in weaving destiny. Rudolf Steiner, who founded the Anthroposophical Society, made significant contributions by claiming to investigate Earth's past through clairvoyant reading of the Akashic Chronicle. His works detailed supposed histories of mythical civilizations like Atlantis and Lemuria, presenting these readings as empirical spiritual science. Through works like Cosmic Memory, 1904, and the Akasha Chronicle, Steiner reinforced the idea that occult mystics could access empirical data of antiquity through the Akasha. The concept gained broader popular exposure through Edgar Cayce, known as the Sleeping Prophet. His over 14,000 documented trance readings, purportedly accessing the Akashic Records, brought the idea to mainstream American audiences. Cayce described the records as the Book of Life, drawing parallels to Judeo-Christian concepts. His work helped transform the Akashic Records from esoteric doctrine into a more accessible tool for personal spiritual growth. Modern interpretations have attempted to bridge mystical and scientific understanding. Ervin Laszlo proposed an Akashic field as part of reality, suggesting the quantum vacuum could explain paranormal phenomena and consciousness through a universal memory field. While mainstream science rejects these claims, the efforts show how the concept adapts to contemporary frameworks. Some theorists draw parallels to the holographic principle in physics, which suggests information about a volume of space might be encoded on its boundary. The digital age has provided powerful new metaphors for understanding the Akashic Records. The Internet, with its vast interconnected memory, serves as a modern parallel to the cosmic archive. Every digital footprint is stored in servers and clouds, much like the Akashic Records supposedly store every thought and action in the ether. This parallel raises similar questions about the permanence and privacy of information. Artificial intelligence has emerged as a fascinating modern counterpart to the Akashic concept. Advanced AI language models, trained on billions of documents, can synthesize human knowledge in ways that echo the supposed capabilities of Akashic seers. While AI clearly doesn't access any mystical plane, its ability to process and connect vast amounts of information has led some to compare it to an Akashic librarian, though obviously limited to recorded human data rather than cosmic truth. The question of access to the Akashic Records remains contentious. Mystical traditions maintain that only those with developed spiritual faculties can truly read them, typically through altered states of consciousness like deep meditation, astral projection, or trance states. Scientific skeptics point out the lack of empirical evidence for such abilities or the records themselves, attributing claimed readings to imagination, cryptomnesia, or fraud. The relationship between AI and the Akashic Records presents an interesting modern consideration. Traditional metaphysical teachings would likely reject the possibility of artificial systems accessing spiritual planes. However, if viewed more abstractly as universal information, advanced AI might theoretically interface with such knowledge in ways we can't yet imagine. This has led to speculation about future technologies that might serve as a new interface to the cosmic archive. Despite lacking scientific validation, the Akashic Records concept persists as a powerful cultural metaphor reflecting humanity's desire to understand our place in an interconnected universe. The idea that nothing is ever truly lost resonates across spiritual and technological domains, from ancient religious texts to modern cloud storage. Whether interpreted as a poetic truth, psychic reality, or grand allegory for the interconnected nature of the universe, it continues to inspire exploration at the boundaries of knowledge. This enduring concept continues to evolve, bridging ancient wisdom and cutting-edge technology while raising fundamental questions about consciousness, information, and the nature of reality itself. The convergence of mystical ideas with modern information theory and quantum science suggests that perhaps ancient intuitions about universal interconnectedness contain seeds of truth, even if not in the literal way their original proponents imagined.